Hi, Omega Khaos again with another episode of Awakening of Zarc, and this time I am doing my odd ice Performapal deck again, so let's see how it goes. So yeah, we did get some new cards for this deck, like Odd Ice Lancer Dragon, although it's not really like real upgrade to Odd Ice Penum Dragon still. We still never got it, unfortunately. But nevertheless. Activate Sky Iris. Destroy our Phantom Dragon, and then search for a high game. And that's going to be Odd Ice Mirage Dragon. Pretty cool. Put these to the scales. This deck is definitely one of the decks that is not going to survive the transition to the link format, I guess, because of the fact that Sorcerer kind of becomes pretty useless and you don't really have any cards in this deck to recycle your cards from the extra deck, essentially. And that, in my opinion, is extremely important to be able to, because you can't summon as many as you want from the hand, but you can only really summon one from the extra deck, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay, for a Pot of Greed combo. But maybe I should have searched out the Trump Girl. Not completely sure. Well, I drew out a fusion at least. I can use this card as well. 12th Alliance. I guess in this case I'm just going to search out Pendulum Fusion. And going to activate it. I guess go for like what is Vortex Dragon. Not bad. And my turn, so that's a pretty decent first turn play in this deck. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. Yeah, I'm using actually Odd Ice Wing Dragon, but I'm only using it to summon it from the extra deck with Odd Ice Absolute Dragon, essentially. But I don't really have any way to actually synchro summon it, because we don't have a Performapal tuner, unfortunately. There was one in the anime in the last few episodes, but we haven't gotten it in real life yet. Also, I have a pretty special announcement. I'm going to do an end of Arc 5 live stream around Tuesday. So that's just before Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns airs in Japan. So it airs in Japan at 20th of May. I'm going to do my live stream on the 9th in the evening, so hopefully you are going to watch it live, because I'm going to play with all the decks from the Arc 5 era, essentially. I'm going to search out all the Lancer Dragon. I'll try it out. we are going to play with my favorite decks from the Arc 5 era. With Pendulum Shooken. Okay, now someone orders Phantom Dragon. And then I think I'm going to put this to attack mode, just so I can do some damage. Now it's actually Exodia, pretty interesting. An activate effect as well. Opponent gets 12 hit damage for each oldest card in my Pendulum Zone, so that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, this card is not legal in Europe. It just came out in the manga, and I actually ordered the manga and I have the card as well, but unfortunately I can't really use it in real life, unfortunately. I definitely suggest, if you want those manga promos, to get the manga itself, because then you get the card as well and the manga, which is really good. But you have to of course get the first print one, otherwise you, the other printings don't have the promo card. Because it's definitely like extra value for sure. Like right now, what is Phantom Dragon is like $15 or so, so that's pretty insane, I would say. Unfortunately, all those Persona Dragon is also not legal in Europe because it's a Shonen Jump promo, so yeah, wow, my opponent actually Mind Crush that. But how my opponent predicted it, because I don't think I searched it. Interesting, actually. Very interesting. No, actually, yeah, I did search it up with Oda's Pendulum Dragon, right? Of course. Next, in this case, just searched out the Light Phoenix. Oh, and actually can summon out Oda's Lancer Dragon as well. Oh, right, of course I have to do it, wow. Oh well. I lost my Oda's Vortex Dragon, but I can actually bring it back. So Oda's Lancer Dragon has a few quite nice effects. If a Pendulum monster is just for a battle card effect, you can tribute one monster spell summon this card from the hand, and it has kind of an ancient gear ability that if you attack with this card, your opponent can't activate any spells and traps in that case, which is really nice. I guess I'm going to summon these two. Yep, destroy the scales again. Nope. And I guess there's a Joker and Drunk Girl. Then try to attack. Attack with Oda's Lancer Dragon. Okay, what it is? It's Marsh Macron. And unfortunately, All Atlantic Dragon is not an Armada, so my opponent can still activate monster effects. And actually, I'm not only playing one opponent actually summons at least one of them in attack position. That's a huge mistake by my opponent, that's for sure. So I'm not sure what my opponent is trying to do here. And my opponent just surrendered, so I won this time. Yeah, it wasn't really anything too difficult. My opponent really didn't do much, so yeah, I guess let's go to the next one. And I'm back. So let's see how it goes this time. Not the best hand, to be honest, but it's decent. There are several things I could do with this hand, but I guess I'm going to do this. Switch out Double-Ice Mirage Dragon. Unfortunately, I drew double All Atlantic Dragon. Maybe I should cut one of them because it's not really that necessary to run it in multiples. It's more of a deck card, I guess. But it's not terrible. And I guess I'm going to end my turn. Not the best opening, but yeah. And yeah, I still have to do those real life deck profiles. I now have a huge backlog of decks I need to showcase, so yeah, it's getting more difficult as time goes on, so I definitely have to speed that up, I guess. Because I'm already building decks like Lyrical Genius. My Shark deck is almost complete. Okay, what else? Obviously, I just built my Dinosaur deck, but I'm not going to build the True King version because of the fact that Draconic Diagram is a secret rare, which makes it almost impossible for me to build the True King version. So I'm more or less focusing around the around Lost World mainly, and like a normal monster build essentially, which I think is almost as good as the True King version. It's just that it's not as fast, and you can't really open up with like crazy fields or anything. But it's pretty good as I guess the control variant. Because personally I don't really like to spam out everything first turn anyway. Because obviously once your opponent breaks your field, you're most likely going to be kind of screwed. Oh, Steel Swarm Roach. Well, that's actually pretty good against me, unfortunately. Sad to say. Yeah, this is very unfortunate. I'm not sure what can I even do against that, so I'm going to have to pass for now. That card really kills me right now. Okay, it's the Silent Swordsman build of Shadow Knights. And runs those empowered warriors as well. Pretty interesting. But it's very likely I'm going to lose this duel. That steal from Roach was pretty unexpected considering most players don't really use it anymore. But it's definitely a very good card against my deck. So I think I might as well scoop it up essentially. Now if Transforms on the field I can't activate any spells either without it being negated. Yeah, kind of a mediocre hand. So if I don't throw anything really good next turn, I think I might as well scoop it up. Well, could work, but unfortunately, of course, Transform would negate my Pendulum Fusion. Which is definitely a huge problem, so I have to surrender. Well, at least we can do at least one more duel, so back soon again. And I'm back again. So hopefully I can do better this time. Okay, this hand is actually pretty good. Right, or at least not terrible. So yeah, unfortunately I'm not going to build Oda's Performapals in real life anymore. There are several reasons, of course I already talked about that in the link format. This deck is not going to be very good at all, unfortunately, and also because there are several cards you need in this deck that are not legal in Europe, so that really sucks as well. So I kinda have to pass on this deck, unfortunately. But I'm still going to plan to build all the other decks in this series, like Plants, like Speedroids, like Phantom Knights. All the Phantom Knights are probably the most difficult one to build because a lot of the cards are still very expensive, and I'm still going to plan to build the Zarc Magicians as well. So I still have quite a lot of decks to build. Yeah, that extra flair could be a kind of a problem for me. Okay, I'm actually going to search Performapal Lizardron because I already have Quid Turtle in my hand, so why not do that combo right now? Then I activate Lizardron. Quid Turtle effect, draw a card. The Lizardron draws another card. Cool, and then activate Blast Alliance, search out something. I'm actually going to search out Pendulum Fusion. So I think I kinda have to summon out Vortex before I Pendulum summon anything. Then activate Pendulum Fusion so I can use scales as fusion materials as well. So Oda's Vortex Drive. So what is my opponent going to do now? Obviously my opponent activate Traflesia. Of course I can negate that effect. Okay, Endless Trap Hole. But that effect is still going to get negated. Then activate terraforming. Sky Iris. Activate it. Destroy a Skull Choker and search out what is Mirage Dragon as the high scale. Then activate these two with the Pelum scales. Of course, in the future, the Pelum zones will be in the spell and trap zones on the sides. So that's going to, of course, change as well. Which I'm mostly fine with. Lizard Draw. Skullcopper Joker and Oda's Persona Dragon. I already committed to my normal summon. I can still do quite a lot of damage because with Pelum Sorcerer I got total attack for each Performapal. And then I'm going to end my turn. Okay, Pot of Desires, of course, really powerful. Thankfully, this is going to get reprinted in the Megatins in the fall or the end of August, I guess. So I'm definitely going to, I guess, get that card once it gets a reprint, at least to try it out. Generally, I never really liked Pot of Desires, but I guess why not just try it out, and because it's going to be pretty cheap, probably because it's going to be in the both tins. So, because before, even if I wanted to try it out, maybe, but I wasn't sure, I couldn't really get it anyway, because of course it was extremely expensive, and it's still a very expensive card, so really there's no point in doing it, especially if I generally don't even like the card that much. If I'm completely honest. Oh, wow, this is gonna be painful. Yep, this might be extremely bad for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to survive that. Yeah, we're going to run an extremely good card. Another Oiraptor, interesting. It turns out the second one as well. Yeah, pretty painful. Okay, Evolver Dolga. Interesting. So of course now I get essentially 4000 damage from Ultimate on Tukturano. She attacks area 1 and then 2000 damage for each, which is definitely not very good for me. And then of course my opponent can put everything face down in my turn as well if I try to do something, so not sure if I can win this duel as well. It definitely might be extremely difficult for me. But I hope I can do something at least. Unfortunately, I'm not using 2 Vortex Dragon, I only have 1, but hopefully I can do something interesting. It's going to get Oda's Fusion. Activated. Okay, now we need summon this card. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay, my opponent does that already. Interesting. Well, but unfortunately my opponent made a pretty crucial mistake. I'm not going to activate it even, because I'm going to summon a Trump Girl. Then activate effect. And can fusion summon into Performapal Gatling Ghoul. You go shook, and then going to be able to blow it up as well. And get massive damage from my opponent. So yeah, I won this too as well. Didn't think I was going to win, but my opponent definitely made a crucial misplay when I summoned out Oda's Metal Claw. I couldn't summon anything else from that Oda's Vision, unfortunately. So that's it for this episode of Awakening of Zarc. So definitely tune in on Tuesday around 10 PM Estonian time, +2 GMT. So I think you can figure out the time for your time zone. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. For now, goodbye and Omega Khaos out.